Hi, welcome back to my channel. And for today's video, we will be talking about some examples on computing bases and dimensions of vector spaces. Okay, to start now, we will have to recall first what do we mean by bases. I'm not gonna provide you already with a formal definition. I've discussed this already from previous video. And even I discussed formal definitions in class, but I'll just give you the overview or the draft of what do we mean when we say basis. So this B here is a subset of a vector space V. So this guy here, the B, is a basis provided that number one, this is the set of linearly independent vectors. Okay, number two, the span of B is the vector space V itself. So this one, alam na natin to when we say it's a linearly independent set of vectors, ibig sabihin, no vectors in this set can be written as a linear combination of the other. Kasi, di ba, diniscuss ko before that if one vectors in that set can be written as a linear combination of the other, then the set is linearly dependent. So in other words, no vector in the set is a linear combination. And then this number two, na ibig sabihin na the span of V is vector space V itself is actually every vector of V is a linear combination of all the vectors in V. So, baka ma-confuse kayo. Basta ang sabi lang dito, sa loob ng dito, let's say this is B and the vectors here are V1 up to, let's say, VK. Ibig sabihin, wala kang maisusulat na, wala kang makikitang vectors dito which is a linear combination of the rest of these. But, ang sabi dito, when you take a vector from the vector space V, you can write such vector as a linear combination of these. Okay, so just differentiate the difference between 1 and 2. Now, as I recall again, these bases will actually determine the dimension of the vector space. Kasi, by the time that this is considered to be a basis of a vector space V, ibig sabihin, kung ilan ang laman dito, that will be the dimension of the vector space V. So in this case, if this were a basis and there are k vectors, then this is k-dimensional vector space. Okay, so let's consider for examples. Let's say we have R2. Remember, our R2 is a set of ordered tuple. So that means you have X and Y. And these X and Y are elements of R. So ibig sabihin, this is a vector space na may apelyedong R. The R here is a field. Okay, now, to determine the if, let's say I have a set B here and this contains 1, 0, and this is 0, 1. So, to determine if this set here is a basis for R2, first things first is we have to check if these are linearly independent. So, note that 1, 0 plus, I'll give space for that, 0, 1 is equal to 0, 0. And the only way to be this is 0, 0 in the right is by putting scalars for this. And the only scalar I can put is 0. Wala nang iba. So if that's the case, because I don't have a choice but to put 0 as coefficients of those coefficients are actually scalars coming from R. This means that this is linearly independent kasi 0 sila lahat. So, B is linearly independent. Okay. So, yan yung tinutukoy sa first as a linearly independent. The second one is every vector in R can be written as a linear combination of the vectors in B. Di ba yun yun? Kasi the span of B is actually the R. So, ibig sabihin, you take arbitrarily the xy, which is a vector in R, then you can express that as a linear combination of B. Note that xy is actually x10 plus this is y01. Tama? Now remember, your x and y are elements of R, so therefore they are scalars. So that means it's valid to use x and y as a scalar coefficient of the vectors 1, 0, and 0, 1. Hence, the xy is a linear combination of those vectors from B. Thus, the span of B is actually the V. Therefore, B is a basis. Hence, dahil dalawa lang naman ang laman ni B, so the dimension of R2 with respect to R as this is the field, this is 2. So if you have question or clarification, please let me know. Okay, so you might be thinking, sir, ito lang ba yung basis ng R? So that's the reason why every time I say it's a basis, I use the word article a in English instead of the, because this is not unique. You can actually find another basis. In fact, this is a misconception for everybody that, ito lang pala yung basis. No. In fact, I can consider, let's say, B. And the vectors in these are, let's say, 3, 0, and this is 0, 1. In fact, this is a basis for R. Why? As you can see, that is obviously linearly independent. Next is your xy as an element of R can be written as a linear combination of this. In fact, you can actually have 3, 0 plus 0, 1, and I can write this as x over 3. I can have this as y. And you don't have to worry because x over 3, the x here is a scalar in the field, in the R. The 3 is also a scalar. So, ibig sabihin, the product of two scalars is a scalar in the field. So, therefore, this is a scalar in R. So, therefore, valid siya gagamitin. And by this validity na ginawa natin ganito, ang lumabas is a vector in the vector space V. Therefore, this is also a basis for R2. Now, let's have another example. Let's consider R3. So, that means the set here is an ordered triple. So, I have X, Y, and Z such that your X, Y, and Z are elements of R. So, again, the R here is a field in R3. Okay. Now, our B here, let's consider this as 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Now, as you can see, this is a basis. Why? Obviously, you can write that as a linear combination equate to 0 and therefore that is a linearly independent. Kasi 1, 0, 0 plus 0, 1, 0 plus 0, 0, 1 equals 0, 0, 0. The only way para magiging valid ito na magiging 0 sa kanan is to put 0 in this. So all of them are 0. So therefore, this is linearly independent. Kayo na bahala mag-formalize niyan. Now also, your xyz can be written as x 1, 0, 0 plus y 0, 1, 0 plus z 0, 0, 1. So therefore, the vectors in R3 is a linear combination of those vectors in B. So therefore, B here, the span of B is actually the vector space V. So summing these two requirements, that means your B is a basis. Hence, the dimension of your R3 over R is 3. That's it. So if you have any question or clarification, please let me know. Let's have another example. So let's consider a polynomial. Let's say this is a polynomial 2 of x. Okay, ibig sabihin, this is a set of polynomials of degree 2. So this is p of x such that the degree of p is 2. So ano ibig sabihin nun, sir? Ibig sabihin, your p of x is of the form like this. P of x, let's say a1 x squared plus a2x plus a3. Or para hindi siya confusing, I won't use a as a coefficient here. Instead, I'd like to use another symbol na lang. Let's say a x squared plus bx plus c. So any value for a, b, and c, they are actually scalars in, let's say, R. So our field here is the R. And so ito yung laman ng polynomial mo. Now, how do we check for the basis? So let's consider b here. The b here is, let's say, 1x and x squared. In fact, this is obviously linearly independent kasi this is 1 plus x squared equals, let's say this is 0. So the only way to be 0 is that you multiply this by 0. Tama? You multiply this by 0 and you multiply that by 0. Therefore, these vectors are linearly independent. And also, I can write this as, let's say, ax squared plus bx plus c. I can write that as a times x squared plus b times x plus c times 1. In fact, the a, b, c here are elements of R because they are scalars. So therefore, you can write um, any element from your polynomial set to be a linear combination of these elements here. So therefore, this is the basis, and because this is a basis, the dimension of your P2 of x on R is 3. So if you have any question or clarification, please let me know. Now, balik tayo kanina sa R2. Okay. Di ba ang laman ng R2 natin is xy such that your x and y are elements of R. Now, and one of our bases for R2 is the one that contains 0, 1 and 1, 0. Okay. Now, if I'm gonna add a vector here, let's say I have a new b. Let's say I call this as b prime. And then this is the extension of your b. Let's say I have 1, 1. As you can see, this is no longer a basis for R2. Bakit? According to the remarks we have discussed before, na-discuss na to before, na kapag magdadagdag ka sa isang basis, it's no longer a basis. Why? Because as you can see, I can write this as a linear combination of the other two. In fact, 1, 1 is the same as 0, 1 plus 1, 0. So I'll just put 1 here. Yeah. Okay, so this is a linear combination of the other two vectors. So, dyan pa lang, ibig sabihin, hindi na linearly independent ang set na ito. So, therefore, this is no longer a basis for R2. So, what is my message here is that whenever you get a basis, Hindi mo siya pwedeng dagdagan para maging makakuha ka ng ibang basis. You may have many bases for a certain vector space, but the sure real is that of all those bases, they have the same number of vectors in it. Hindi pwedeng yung isang basis is 2, the other is 3. Hindi pwede. They must have the same number of basis elements. Kasi sila yung magdidetermine sa dimension ng isang vector space. No, kung sabihin natin na dalawang basis tapos magkaiba ang number, so ano yung dimension ng vector space? So that would be a confusing part. So you just have to be very careful about that. That's it. So if you have any question or clarification, please let me know. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any question or clarification, please let me know so that we can talk on that. And for those who are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe so that you'll be updated on a lot of videos that I'll be uploading soon. Thank you and have a great day.